All right, folks, for those who didn't know, his name is pronounced Cillian Murphy, not Cillian Murphy. Okay. I got that wrong for years. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Brian and I's, one of our favorite actors, Cillian Murphy, is in the new film called Steve. Okay. Let me read you the log line. Steve follows head teacher Steve battling for his reform college's survival while managing his mental health. Concurrently, troubled student Shy navigates his violent tendencies and fragility, torn between his past and future prospects. The director is Tim. I'm gonna butcher this. Meliance. I don't know, but he was the director of Peaky Blinders. So him and Cillian Murphy have worked together previously. This is based on a bestseller called Shy. Brian, what were your initial reactions to it? The trailer.
Yeah, so this is from Max Porter, who is pretty famous and not necessarily up and coming. He's already on his way. A writer as well, coming from a good IP. So, again, Cillian Murphy, not Cillian Murphy, is an actor that I believe has, I don't know what would be the right word, integrity with the roles that he chooses. So I believe that Cillian Murphy isn't going to do a project that he doesn't believe in. I think that this show might be a little polarizing with, like, in terms of the way adolescence was a little bit, with talking about things that are going on in today's culture, especially with at school. And when you get talking about kids in school, obviously it's going to be controversial and polarizing. I do think that there was a grit to this that I was like excited to see. I'm a little bit of a fiction kick because I'm a little tired of shows about reality because it's a drag. Reality, we're all dealing with it, and I think why films and something that's missing from films a little bit is like escapism. And for me personally, and this isn't true for it could be true for just me, and I'm only going to speak for myself, so I'm not projecting my beliefs onto anybody else here. I'm just saying that right now. But I know what's going on in the world. There's a lot of dark stuff. There is a lot of good stuff too. I, for one, enjoy seeing stories that have nothing to do with reality. We see it every day, so I'm a little tired of these stories, to be honest. I just want to see a movie that makes me feel good about myself, and is a little bit more lighthearted. That doesn't mean that this is going to be bad at all. That doesn't mean I don't think that this is going to be good. I just think that this is a trend of just shows and movies are just really dark now. They just focus on darker things, and I just think I'm ready for some happy stories. I think Cillian Murphy's going to do a great job, and I think this is going to be a great show. I'm just a little worn out on reality. Maybe I'm just depressed.
No. I think actually you have a valid point. Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy, came out and said Hollywood needs to stop making movies that are based on dystopia and dark. And he was advocating for more hopeful films. Now, I think he's dead on, and I think that's what you're speaking to, Brian. I think this might do really well with the older crowd. I could see this,
the Doomers.
Yeah, there's been a long history of Hollywood films making the troubled teacher puts their soul into their students and the prospects of their future lives and trying to better their kids through their teaching and stuff. So do I think this jumps off the page as something like, wow, this is going to be a really exciting film and for everybody? No, but I think you're right, Brian. Cillian Murphy is very particular about what he chooses. And I think he is one of the greatest actors of this generation. It's not even a question. So I'm probably going to watch it regardless. It does look a little heavy. So, I don't know. So I'm hopeful for it. It's not going to break the box office. I don't even think it's going to make it into theaters. I think it's probably just a Netflix film. But yeah, that was our reaction to the trailer. Any last thoughts, Brian?
Yeah, I think a good comp for this is Adolescence. So if Adolescence and was a film that you enjoyed, I think it's obviously not going to be within the same vein of a oneer at all. But I think, within those, dealing with the youth and like the teachers in school, we're going to see a lot of the troublemakers. So if that's your cup of tea, sounds like you got another drink coming your way. But we appreciate you all, and we'll catch you all on another episode of the Blockbuster Brothers.